You know the saying, only in Chicago. The next 2 weeks during our 5 o'clock hour, we're going to take a look back at some of Chicago's most notable moments, some you may have read about in history class, but also the hidden stories in our city's history. This evening, Lexi Sutter takes a look back at the little airport by the lake, the former Meigs Field. For more than 50 years, it was a popular landing strip for private planes, even some airline flights. But in 2003, the airport suddenly vanished in the middle of the night.
It's a moment in time the aviation industry still remembers.
Very, very clearly.
In the overnight hours of March 31st, 2003, Chicago Mayor Richard M. Daley ordered its lakefront airport, Meigs Field, to be destroyed. Bulldozers carved large X's in its runway, making it unusable. And nobody knew, not even the FAA. The move was not only surprising, but controversial.
There were a couple of dozen aircraft that were stranded at the airport. They were parked, they were there for business meetings, for other personal reasons that had them flying into Meigs Field. And with no notice, the bulldozers came and really eliminated their ability to depart.
Doug Carr is speaking on behalf of the National Business Aviation Association, heavily impacted by Meigs closure. The airport was largely used for commuters and for business, given its close proximity to downtown. The airport was built after World War II and ready for takeoff in 1948. By 1955, it was the busiest single runway airport in all of the United States. Mayor Daley said at the time that security was the big concern, and that's what prompted its demolition. Former Alderman Dick Simpson.
There was genuine concern after September 11th that there would be a terrorist attack in Chicago. However, that was a totally fake issue in terms of Mayor Daley's excuse for getting rid of Meigs.
The move is still considered one of Mayor Daley's career missteps, and for the years following, those in the aviation industry pushed to preserve Meigs Field, but no luck.
We found that the energy of the city, combined with the support from Congress and the FAA, just wasn't sufficient to overcome the trenches that were already there in the runway.
If you don't remember that controversy, it's hard to even tell that an airstrip existed here. There's only two buildings still standing, one of them being the terminal, the second being the air control tower.
The land where the airstrip once laid is now grass and wildflowers with a nearby concert venue. It's a beautiful lakefront park for all to enjoy. And NBC5 learned that that was the intended use all along, according to architecture plans from 1909. But will it stay that way?
It's just too convenient not to use to its maximum possible effect. I think there will be developments over the next few decades.
Lexi Sutter, NBC5 News.